I'm going to discuss on chapter 3 of class 12 history. The name of chapter is Kingship, Caste and Class, Early Society 600 BC to 600 CE. So my name is Subhas Kumar Verma. I am a teacher in Vivekanand Kendriya Vidyalaya, Dibrugarh. So the topics today we will discuss: number 1, the meaning of kinship; number 2, the caste system; number 3, the class; number 4, kul; number 5, vamsa; 6, patrilineal; 7, matrilineal; 8, endogamy; 9, exogamy; 10, polygamy; and 11, polyandry. So, as a whole, we will discuss the meanings of all these important terms which are used in this chapter as a whole. Yes, before going to the main part of the topics of this lesson, we have to know all these things. Yes, next. Kinship. The term kinship refers to the set of relationship and relatives based on blood relationship or marriage. So, what is the meaning of kinship? It means a relationship and the relatives that can be based on the blood or on marriage. So, the brother, own brother, or the cousin brother, both are the same family, belonging from same family, or after the marriage the wife will also be considered in the relationship. So this term is used as a kinship. Next is caste. Caste is a form of social stratification. It is a system of hierarchical social classes or a specific social class of people. When you are of a high social status, this is an example of your caste. One example is given here. The Brahmins are an example of a caste in Hindu culture. So, it is social stratification. The meaning of social stratification: when the society is categorized of its people into groups based on socio-economic factors like wealth, income, race, education, gender, occupation, and social status or power. So this is the meaning of social stratification. So caste is a form of social stratification. It means that when the society divides its people into the different categories on the basis of socio-economic factors, as I have told here, like wealth, like income, race, education, gender, occupation, and social status or power. So this is what caste. As we know, according to some of the Shastras or some of the text that has mentioned about the four caste group of our society. In ancient time, mostly in later Vedic period, these four groups were mostly used, means mostly followed by the society. The four caste groups were Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. So Brahmins were considered the higher caste group in the society. After Brahman, the Kshatriyas were considered the second highest. Then Vaishyas, and at the end, in the last stage, there was the Sudras. So Sudras were they served these all three social groups, all three caste groups, like Brahman, Kshatriya, and Vaishyas. So there is one term, endogamy. Endogamy means what? Endogamy is the practice of marrying within a specific social group, like or caste of ethnic group, rejecting those from others as unsuitable for marriage or other close personal relationship. So endogamy means when a girl or boy will be married within within the same social group. For example, a member from Brahman family will be married in the same Brahman society or the social group. So this is what endogamy. Whereas when the person will be married in another group, this will be exogamy. Okay, so I will be discuss on that also. Now class. Class system is universal phenomenon denoting a category or group of person having a definite status in society which permanently determines their relation on other groups. So this is an universal phenomenon denoting a category of group of person having definite status in society. So class means it is a universal phenomenon. Okay, so in all over the world, when we can see the society in different groups on the basis of their status, not on the basis of the birth, but on the basis of their economic status. For example, if there are a person who is very rich, they will be considered as the royal family or the rich group of the family. So this is what class. This, for example, the higher class, middle class, lower class. So this is what class. Next, Kul. Kul is a Sanskrit word that can be translated as community or clan or tribe. So it is a Sanskrit word. It means what? Community or clan or tribe. Next, Vamsa. Vamsa is a Sanskrit word that means family or lineage. Lineage means heredity. Now, what is the meaning of patrilineal in history? Patrilineal means tracing descent from father to son and grandson. Under patrilineal, son could claim the resources, including the throne in case of kings, of their father when the latter died. So it means what? When a son will be claimed of the resources from his father. In patrilineal, only the son or only the male people will be the descent or will be the successor of their father or the parent or the, for example, king. In patrilineal, the preference is only given to the male. Matrilineal in the opposite ways. Matrilineal society also called the matrilineal society also called the matrilineal group following to a relationship system in which ancestral descent is traced through maternal mother instead of paternal father lineage. So in matrilineal, when the female will be the right to claim the resources after mother. So from mother, okay. So it is the mother-based society, matrilineal society, and it is the father-based. The patrilineal means father-based, where the male people will give the more importance, whereas the matrilineal, the female will be give the more importance. So as we know, the Mahabharata, it was society at the time of Mahabharata was totally based on the patrilineal. Whereas in history, some of the evidence we also get that some of the societies were also based on matrilineal. As for example, at present, if you'll see some of the community in our country, like Khasi, their society is considered as the matrilineal society. Now, next topic, endogamy, as I have discussed already, that when the marriage practices will be within the caste group, that is, within the social group, within the cultural group, is what? Endogamy. Next, exogamy. Exogamy is a social norm of marrying outside one's social group. So, exogamy, as I have told, that it is a practice of marriage outside the own social group. For example, if a person is getting married outside of his society, outside of his community, outside of his caste group or social group, that is what exogamy. For example, if Brahman is going to be married with Kshatriyas, or Kshatriyas is going to be married with Brahman or other social group, so that we can be considered here the exogamy. In social science, exogamy is viewed as a combination of two related aspects. One is biological and cultural, another is cultural. Biological exogamy is marriage of non-blood relationship or non-blood related beings, regulated by the form of incest law. Whereas cultural exogamy is marrying outside a specific social group, the opposite being endogamy, marriage within a social group. So in social science, exogamy is viewed with two aspects. One is biological aspect, another is the cultural aspect. The very important here, polygyny. Polygyny means what? You can see the picture here. A man who had married with 4 wives. Whereas here in one picture you can see this one has 5 wives. So this is a practice of polygyny. When the male people had several wives or having the marriage with several wives, this is what polygyny. So polygyny is a practice of a man having more than one wife at a time. So you can see the picture here. You can see here the man had several wives. Polygyny marriage or cohabitation of one man with more than one woman at same time. Polygamy is practiced by male. So polygamy was mostly practiced by male only, whereas they married with several wives. At present also we can see in the society some of the male has several wives. So this is what polygamy. Whereas in opposite, there is one practices that was the polyandry. You can see here the picture. Here the Draupadi of Mahabharata, she had 5 husbands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what the practices where the female or a girl had married with several wives. Sorry, several husbands, several males. So polyandry where a girl or where the woman had several husbands. So polyandry is the practice of women having several husbands. Polyandry is contrasted with polygamy. As we know, in polygamy, the male had several wives. Here is polyandry, a female had several wives, including one male or 2 or more females. So you can understand here that polyandry means a female had several wives, several husbands, whereas the polygamy means male had several wives. Okay. Another here explanation is about polyandry. If a marriage involves a plural number of husbands and wives, participants of each gender, then it can be called polygamy or polyandry. In broadest use, polyandry refers to sexual relation with multiple males within or without marriage. So polyandry can be also considered when a female having sexual relationship with several husbands after marriage or without marriage. So these practices also can be considered the polyandry. So polyandry where the female having several husbands. As a whole, in this lesson we have discussed on this some of the important points. We have discussed about the meaning of kinship. We have discussed about the caste, class, kul, vamsa, patrilineal, matrilineal, endogamy, exogamy, polygamy, and polyandry. In next class, we will be continue with the introduction part of chapter 3, where we will start about introduction on Mahabharata, how Mahabharata is one of the very important source to understand the social history of our ancient time.